I'm starting to answer the bell. Starting to find myself, starting to acquire a little bit of swagger, starting to develop relationships with people, starting to get a team together. I have a new team now of people. I'm, easy to like, but it's you're new. I'm picking up an additional family that's complementing my upbringing through my folks who are already very supportive of me. A lot of things are happening. But I'm still kind of not there yet. There's still work to be done. Tom Mustin was my coach, and he told me, listen, we don't have a lot of time, so we're going to go on your attributes. We're going to go on your hand speed, and we're going to work on that, and I'm not going to try to, which was the smartest thing to do, he said, we're not going to try to change you too much. We'll add to it, but we're going to go and we'll get you in good shape and whatever. And that's exactly what he did. And I really started to work, and I started to, do my thing. Now, I had to qualify for the Olympic trials. Because I got a bronze, I didn't qualify. Because, they took the first two place. I lost a 3-2 split in the semifinals. But I felt good, because I was like, damn. I hadn't been to nationals as a senior. So I was like, okay. So I go to the National Golden Gloves, which is next week. And I boxed in Vegas. The same tournament as a little kid, I used to go watch the other guy. I was doing it. My mom, they flew in, they got to see me box, and it was great. When I got to nationals, I got my ass handed to me. I got lit up like a Christmas tree, as my dad would say. So, but I only have one more time to make it. I have one more chance, which is the Western Olympic Trials. If I don't do it now, if I don't win the Western Olympic Trials in Houston, my journey is ended right here. I mean, I've been here, I've been working hard. Once again, I was always sacrificing and the lose cutting weight and stuff. And the whole thing about cutting weight for me is I was always tall for my weight class. So I was always one weight class lower or higher than it should be. No, the other way. Too low. I was too low. So my last chance was in Houston, Texas. Houston, Texas. And I'm telling you, something just came over me. And that week, I had 5 matches, and it just all came together. It came together. It was a beautiful week in Houston. It was summer, it was hot, and I had some great competition, but I was just on fire. I mean, and I won, which got me the opportunity to qualify for the Olympic trials. Now, what happened in me winning this, I can't even tell you the confidence that came over me when I won this. I came back there, and there was an individual by the name of Kenny Gould, who was the guy who he was not only the U.S. champion, 4-time U.S. champion, he was also the world champion as an amateur, 147 pounds at the time. So I was feeling good about what could be done, because I was now getting some reps, I was getting in the flow, and I was getting confident, feeling really good. So I started training for the trials. Now, truth be told, I'm still like not the guy that people are saying, oh, Paul Vaden, you better watch out. My whole goal was to sneak up on everyone. I was going to sneak up on these people. I mean, they're starting to know who I am, but I'm going to sneak up on them. Everybody's got Kenny Gould room to, go. So we get to the trials. And Kenny Gould and I meet in the semis, and I was excited. Everyone else was like, oh gosh, you didn't go, I wish you guys could have made it final. I was like, no, let's get it on. I mean, I'm really about to do this. And from the jump, I put it on Kenny Gould. I mean, and Kenny was known as fast too. He was much shorter than me, he was southpaw, and everybody was talking about how fast he was. And that was one thing in my boxing career. I never worried about anyone else's speed. That's something. I never worried about anyone else's speed. So when I used to hear about this, they go, he's real fast and whatever, and I was like, okay. From the jump, I was catching with everything. He had him bloody, whatever. Sugar Ray Leonard was sitting he was there in the front aisle. He pointed to me right in the city, and I felt real good. And decision? I'm like, 3-2? I mean, 3-2. They said, and it says, Kenny Gould. And you got to remember something. In boxing, the big terms in national tournament, it's a 3-ring circus. So it's 3 rings going on. So all of a sudden you wait, and ring number 1. So it's kind of like, you know, when they say Kenny Gould, I'm like, you got to be kidding me. There's no way I lost this fight. His dad, they come back from my dressing room afterwards. They're going, he goes, I'm going to tell you to your face, you won this fight. I was so hurt. Because I got to this point, I trained hard, but not only that, I was now not afraid to answer the bell. I was not afraid of the journey of 3 minutes. That meant nothing to me anymore. I love it. I was ready to showcase my talents against these people I was reading about, who I've been reading about them winning continuously. And I was doing it. I was putting it on them. It didn't work out right. I'm going, this can't be true. I came back to San Diego, and I had literally had dreams that got a call. Hey, we checked over the scorecards, and we made an error. There's an error. You won. And that was just a dream. I mean, I was so hurt. But being an eternal optimist, I also felt damn good about the future. I basically, from the time of February to the time of July, was able to do something, go all up to number 2, where these guys have been working for 4 years, been grooming themselves, they've been groomed, been featured, and I did this in this amount of time, that short amount of time. Being more mature now, if you really think about it, or when I do think about it, I go, who am I to even deserve that time? I didn't answer the bell back then. I was micing it, as I like to say. I was doing other things. I wasn't training. So, in a sense, it's not fair that I got this, that all of a sudden I'm going to sneak up on everyone when these other people have been, putting in the extra hours, doing everything, when I'm, like I said, got a fedora and a glove. But I felt good about the future. Hurt like crazy, but I felt so good about the future. It got to the point where I started writing down projections, goals, and I wasn't scared to leave it. I wasn't scared to write down, 1989 U.S. champion, and leave it there, leave it open and walk off, and not have to, what are you doing? And then cover it up. Leave it out there, knowing that I have the capabilities now to do it, because I finally, in my own way, maybe not on a good time frame, but I did decide to answer the bell, and I felt that I was going to get even better now, because now I could learn, absorb from when I went back to Washington. So from that moment on, everything just started to open up for me as an amateur. But I got to a point where, like I said, scores of titles, as Adam was telling you, and in 1990, because I was older than Oster, Shane, guys, I needed to get a jump start on them. So for me to wait around for 1992 wouldn't be to my favor if I wanted to become, in my opinion, become a world champion. So and this is kind of bad, this is strategic. I said, they screwed me, so I'm going to get them back. Because now I'm the guy being groomed for 1992. I mean, all those things that, they're featuring and all that stuff, they were doing that for me. In 1992, he's going to be our guy. Well, 1990, I was going to be done after the Good Book games. And that's exactly what I did.